Welcome to Refresh Mindfulness, which is a program we developed at Juniper Senior Living for residents, for their families, and for the staff. We designed it so that it's accessible and it includes everyone. So I'd just like to remind you that when I make suggestions today, you do it the way you can do it. And if you just want to watch, that's fine too. I believe a lot in observational learning. This month, our classes are on learning from nature. And I'm streaming to you from Juniper Brookline Senior Living in Central Pennsylvania. Our image today to learn from is the full moon. So a couple of nights ago, I was outside in the evening after nightfall. There was still a little bit of the sunset colors in the western sky, but rising in the east in all its glory was an almost full moon. And I sang this song that I'd like to share with you. Watching the moon at midnight, alone in the center of the sky, I see myself completely, know myself completely, accept myself completely. Oh, no part left out. Oh, no part left out. So let's look at those words again. Watching the moon in the sky at midnight. I see myself because it's so bright and she is showing herself completely. I can see myself completely. I can remember who I am. I can know that. And I can accept it. So really the full moon can be an invitation for us to remember our abundance and to honor our blessings. All that we have and all that we are. In mindfulness practice, we use breathing, stretching, and reflecting to find out what's going on inside of us and around us so that we can engage more fully with life. So speaking of engaging more fully, I'm going to go to the back of the room so you can get the whole big picture. So first, let's loosen up our joints, the moving parts of our body. It's so much fun to move. However, today, if there's something a little achy for you, just go slowly or do it a little bit smaller than I'm suggesting. So let's start with the feet. First of all, just feel the bottom of your feet and whatever they are connecting. They may be connecting with the floor, the supports on your wheelchair. Maybe you just notice your feet touching your socks or your shoes or your slippers. So just bring your awareness to the bottom of your feet. And now let's lift the leg a little bit and we're going to rotate the foot. Just like that big circle of the full moon, we're touching every part of the circle as our foot goes around, opening the ankle. And now we're going to reverse and go around in the other direction. Just feeling all the different ways the foot can move using the ankle. And speaking of that, let's point and flex, because that's another thing that the foot can do. And now we'll bring up the other side and we'll rotate that foot, making a big full circle, like we're touching all the numbers on the clock face. And then we go the other way. point and flex. Now we're going to put the foot to the inside and draw it back, and then we put it to the outside. Inside and back, out and up. Inside and back, out and up. And we'll do that on this side as well. So we're going to turn it inside and bring it back, outside and forward. Inside and back, outside and forward. One more time. We're turning and we're turning and we're finished. And now let's pick up the same leg and we're going to draw a circle with our knees. This is opening up the hip joint. You might say we're just going around in circles, but boy, they are very healthy circles for us. And now we'll go to the other side. Maybe you think of this as a Ferris wheel or the wheel turning on your car. And now let's lean all the way forward and all the way back. We'll just rock this way a little bit. Feel those hip bones on the chair. You can actually feel the weight of your body moving in front of those bones and behind those bones. And now we're going to tilt side to side. Now you feel the weight of your body on your thighs, underneath your legs, the back of your thighs. And now we're going to put it all together in a big circle. In fact, you can even add your hands if you like to this one. Put your whole body into it. And now we'll reverse. Ooh, that's a nice flow. And now roll your shoulders back and pull your elbows back. And then we're going to put the hands together and reach forward and look down. And then bring them back and push the elbows back. So we're going forward and down, back and up. Forward and down, back and up. And shake that out a little bit. And now, let's work with our hands. So first we're going to roll each finger in and then roll each finger out. Just see if you can actually feel the joints. Feel your knuckles working. And now we're going to do the wrists. And we'll make a little fist, and we'll put that around in circles. And then the other way. Hopefully it's no part left out, just like the song. We're trying to find all the different parts and how they move. And now let's put the hands together, the edge of the hands with the palms up. And we're going to roll it towards the chest and then push it out and up. Towards the chest, down, forward and up. And now we'll go the other direction where we're going to go down first and roll them forward. Down and forward. And again, down and forward. And now let's clasp the hands, and we're going to make that go around in a circle. And then the other way. And now let's drop the chin to the chest. And then slowly bring it all the way up. Just feeling the nice stretch on the back and then the front of your of your neck. And now we'll go side to side, just whatever pace feels good to you. Ear to shoulder. Kind of lean when you do that if you like. And then we're going to roll the chin across the chest from shoulder to shoulder. And now let's pause for a moment and check in. If you had one word to describe how your whole body feels in general right now, what would that word be? For me, it would be bigger. My body just feels a little bit bigger. I also feel tingly and lighter and activated. Okay. So now we're going to do a full belly breath. So bring your hands to your lower belly, close your eyes, and take a deep breath in to your belly and feel your hands move forward. And exhale, feel your hands move back. Inhale, the belly fills up and expands. Exhale, it drops back towards your spine. Inhale, fill up the belly. Exhale, let it go. Breathe into the belly and hold. And let it out. Shake out your hands. Shake out your feet. So just as the waxing moon starts from small and goes to much bigger, we're going to do the same thing with our movements. Those were our little movements to start with to warm us up. Now we're going to do some bigger movements. So let's go back to the arm circles. This time we're going to emphasize the arms, even though the hips are moving too. Just circling in one direction. You might want to make a small circle to begin with and let it get bigger and bigger, and then as big as you can and still feel comfortable and in control. And now we'll reverse it. We'll go little circles the other direction, letting them get bigger, just like the moon every night on the waxing part of its cycle gets nice and big. And now we're going to make our circles go forward. So up and over. I like to sometimes think of this as a waterfall. Going upstream and then over the waterfall. And then we'll do a reverse waterfall where it comes up and gives us a little shower. The water rises up and over the top of our head. One more, up, and everything completely gets drenched. That's the cleansing part of water. That's actually what we're going to be talking about next week. So the next thing we're going to do is, again, feel your feet on the floor, feel your seat on the chair, and just lift. Lift through the center of your body. Just feel your head going a little bit towards the top of the room. And then bring one hand up and reach for the ceiling. Bring your other hand up and reach for the ceiling. Imagine you're grabbing that full moon. And we're going to lean to this side. And that moon is going to rise across the sky and then it's going to set. And it's going to rise and go across the side and set. And one more, rising and falling. Lovely. There's so many ways we can mimic the marvel of the moon in our lives. So sometimes it feels like The moon is a mirror. It's so bright and silvery, and it's almost like we can see ourselves in it. So there's that mirroring or reflecting quality. So let's try that with our bodies. So bringing up the hands, we're going to open one arm to the side and bring it back. And then the other arm is going to copy it. And we're just going to go back and forth like this a little bit. Let's do one more on each side. Remember, we're sitting tall, we're breathing. And now we're going to mirror this way. Mirror in real time, simultaneously. And then the hands just settle down on the thighs. And now we're going to do the same thing with the legs. So open to one side and close. Open and close. Once more. We'll go, the other side is going to copy that or mirror it. Once more. Now is the challenging part. Engage your tummy muscles, and if you can, maybe lean back a little bit and allow yourself to bring both legs out and then bring them back. And maybe they just go this far. They don't have to go really far, and you can have them still touching the ground for support. Let's put it all together. We open up, we expand, and then we shrink. So let's waxing moon, waning moon. Waxing, waning, expansion, and coming back to center. Now let's keep an open stance, and we're going to turn to one side where you're facing one of your knees. Your palms are towards one another, and we're just going to inhale and bring the arms up. Exhale, let them glide down. Inhale, sliding up. Exhale, gliding down. One more. Inhale, sliding up. And hold here for a full breath in and out. And then exhale down. And we'll turn now to the other side. So my chest, if you can, your chest is facing your knee. And we slide the arms up and down, reaching out through the fingertips, almost like we could touch the ceiling. And one more, reach all the way out of the shoulders. Take a deep breath here. Breathe in and then out. And now we're going to do another kind of playful twist, which is a high five to your neighbor. It's really fun to imagine this kind of contact. Contact usually makes us feel good when it's friendly. Okay, let's rub the hands together. Rub the arms. Rub the legs. And we're going to do our integrating reach and refresh where we do put it all together. I'm going to suggest we bring our hands up to the side, but if it's easier or you like it or it's more comfortable, you can also go up the front. So inhaling, bring the hands up. Grab that moon and bring it down to your heart. Remember abundance, all we have, and all that we are. Inhale up and let it go. We're including everything in this one. Grab that moon and bring it all the way down to your lap. Remembering that we are enough just as we are. We are a complete human being. And inhale up. Exhale down, and for the last one we're going to go up. Grab that moon and set it down on the floor and put your elbows on your knees if you can, or your hands, and just lean forward and stretch out your lower back. Come on up, roll the shoulders back, and we're ready and good to go. So I'm going to come forward. So I invite you to recall a full moon memory. Sometime in your life when you experienced a full moon that was breathtaking or that was moving for you in some way. Sometimes when we see these things in nature, it just stops our minds. Maybe it was when the moon was shining on the snow and lighting up the landscape, or reflected on the ocean, a river, a lake. Or maybe it's when you just saw a sliver of the moon in the sky in the daytime, or the giant moon rising at the horizon. Whatever it was, treasure that and see what it reminds you of about yourself. In the abundance of parts of ourselves, think of one that your friends would say, "Oh yeah, that's so true of him or her." Some aspect of your personality that is prominent. And we appreciate that, we accept that. It's part of our complete and whole self. Native Americans also named the moon by season. So in February, there's a snow moon. In May, the flower moon. In September, the harvest moon. And in December, the cold moon. There are all kinds of things to appreciate in every season. So we've been talking about the full moon mostly. That's when we can see there's light from the sun that shines on the moon and we can see the whole shape of the moon all at once. But there are other times when we only see part of the moon. And that may be how it happens for us. Sometimes we may only see a sliver or only remember half of what we are, but when the full moon comes, we get to embrace the whole thing. So thanks for playing with me today. I look forward to next week when we're going to learn more from nature. I wish you a really engaged and happy week. And until next time, take good care. Bye.